Well, once again, we find ourselves about a half hour late and in a downpour and in parking lot number two. Well, literally number two. I didn't mean like number two, but parking lot number two. Anyway, happy Equinox. Yesterday, I guess, was official one, or the astrological one. And we were talking about the run-up to the supreme ritual, invocation of Horus, that took place in 1904 in Cairo, Egypt. And now between now, excuse me, between now and April 8th, 9th, and 10th, there was a lot of activity there in Cairo between Rose Crowley and Aleister Crowley and Aiwass. And but today I'm going to take just a break from our sharing from that period from the book The Equinox of the Gods, because among at least Aleister Crowley kind of Thelemites and such, the equinoxes are important dates and festivals, and in keeping with the Golden Dawn type traditions, every equinox, an oracle is drawn to characterize or give a hint of the character of the 6 months to follow. And I've usually done that, and I belong to organizations and such that do that on the equinox. Draw an oracle of some kind. Crowley would draw a I Ching hexagram often, and or a tarot card or something. And I thought I would share something out of the Book of Ordinary Oracles, where tarot cards are used for a seasonal oracle, either a New Year's Eve or your birthday or something like that. And it just uses the 22 tarot trumps and the 4 aces. And the idea is, and if you are near your own deck of tarot cards right now, you can join in and pull your own oracle for the coming season. And you don't have to do it exactly right now, but just separate your 22 trumps and your 4 aces, and then put the other cards, the small cards, the 36 small cards, aside, and shuffle up your trumps and your aces, and get into your sort of ooga booga meditative state, and draw a card. Now I've got the thing set up here for like a New Year's Eve. You would do it at 12 o'clock at night at New Year's Eve, and the little prayer is, at stroke at midnight, close thine eyes, and dream and wish and fantasize what thou wouldst most sincerely prize this coming year. Then visualize. Now pick a card, and thou shalt see a catalyst that is the key to things that will transformeth thee, if thou wouldst heed its wise decree. So So shuffle and pick a card, and I'm going to read you the oracle for each of the trumps and each of the aces. But I want to add one more thing. Incidentally, the cards that are used to illustrate this are done by our dear friend Brianna Siri, who is a marvelous author and does often very tiny miniature things. So there's the Fool card there. But in the margins, see that gray thing, that little gray semicircle in the margins right there? Each page is also an oracle. As if you would have a specific question, you'd just close your eyes and flip the book over and over again, and then just sort of thumb through there and get your oracle. This one says, "This is something only you can accomplish." It's sort of like a magic 8-ball thing. So I'm going to read you the tarot card answer, if you choose the Fool. So if you choose the Fool, it says, "A pure buffoon skips toward his doom, an abyss of profound uncertainties. It takes a fool to seed that womb with all possible possibilities. Innocence is the catalyst. The fool's decree is clear. By purity of heart, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year." So that would be your main oracle. But if you have a specific question in mind, there's this marginal oracle too. And in case of the Fool card, it would be, "Speak now, or forever hold your peace." Are you ready to continue with the Magus, or the Magician? And it's just so cute there. Okay. The Magician is a crafty boy. He'll cause your mind to boggle. He can't create, he can't destroy, but boy, can that guy juggle. Dexterity is the catalyst. The Magician's decree is clear. By craft and cunning, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And your thumbnail oracle is, "Courage is one thing, stupidity is another." Now, if you drew the High Priestess, "Twixt dark and light, a maid serene weaves spells of fascination. Spinning moonlight veils from strands of dream to conceal your initiation." The female is the catalyst. The High Priestess's decree is clear. By virginity's power, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And the marginal oracle, "Wait until winter, or at least until things cool off." Now, please know that the marginal oracles are completely arbitrary and were not intended specifically to go with any tarot card or anything else. So it's like two oracles coming at it in two different ways. Okay, if your card was the Empress sits before the door of a garden in full bloom. At once a chaste wife and a whore, all life within her womb. Beauty is the catalyst. The Empress's decree is clear. By sweet romance, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. Can you hear the rain hitting the car here? And the oracle is, especially if you had this book, it says, flip the book over and ask again. So it's not giving us much. If your card was the Emperor, a warrior king, the Emperor he, his empire firmly established, dictating all within his sea, his enemies killed or banished. Domination is the catalyst. The Emperor's decree is clear. By ambition, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And in this case, to greet the coming 6 months. Okay. And the marginal note is, the answer will come in a dream. 7 is the Chariot card, if you drew the Chariot card. The Holy Grail, a victorious knight serving neither evil nor good. His chariot is the mystic shrine of the cup of holy blood. Victory is the catalyst. The charioteer's decree is clear. In triumph, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And your specific oracle is for the next 6 months. Don't borrow, don't lend. That's probably a pretty wise thing with the bank situation going on. Anyway, if you pick the Strength card or the Lust card, to hold the lion's jaws apart, great bravado is a must. But stronger still than strength of heart is good old-fashioned lust. Courage is the catalyst. Strength's decree is clear. By passion, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. Your thumbnail oracle is, wow, ask Dad. If you drew the Hermit card, the hermit shuns the world of wealth. On mountaintop he stands. He hides himself within himself, but gives his light to man. Solitude is the catalyst. The hermit's decree is clear. In silence, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And the marginal oracle. Why did you ask? You've made up your mind. The Wheel of Fortune, if you chose the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not showing all of these cards, but they're just precious. And if you had a copy of the Book of Ordinary Oracles, you would have all of this fun stuff that you could enjoy 24 hours a day. And if you do have one, wouldn't a friend enjoy one? Get one for a friend. Or 2. Get a 6-pack. The Wheel of Fortune. Upon the rim fight creatures 3, and Fortune's wheel keeps spinning. Feeling, thought, and ecstasy. Eternal loss and winning. Amusement is the catalyst. Fortune's decree is clear. By having fun, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And the inscrutable marginal oracle is, she loves you. Justice. If you drew the justice or the adjustment card, Goddess Justice sits with poise and wields the scales and sword. Avoid extremes. Don't rock the boat. Balance is its own reward. Equilibrium is the catalyst. Justice's decree is clear. At gravity's point, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And the ominous marginal oracle is, the end is near. Sorry about that, unless the end is misery. Unless that means the end of misery. Okay. The Hanged Man. If you chose the Hanged Man, a martyred man suspended tight, crucified or drowned. Truth mirrors truth, and light mirrors light, even when you're upside down. Reversal is the catalyst. The Hanged Man's decree is clear. Through sacrifice, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. The marginal oracle, time's a-wasted. Death. Now, I'm sure if you chose death, you weren't particularly happy to see it. But please remember, only sometimes does death mean actual death. Oh, like it says. Sometimes the death card really means death, sometimes, but very seldom. It brings the end of unbearable stress when any change is welcome. A grand finale is the catalyst. Death's decree is clear. Through inevitable change, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And the marginal oracle is, he loves you. 14. Temperance, or the art card. The angel Temperance evokes a mist of steam from magic born, of water and fire most subtly mixed with light, the rainbow forms. Union of opposites is the catalyst. Temperance's decree is clear. By alchemy, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And the marginal oracle, good idea, but you'll need to call an expert. The devil. Bad sees bad, good sees good. Ignorance is the greatest evil. The ignorant just look at God and see nothing but the devil. Temptation is the catalyst. The devil's decree is clear. Transmute a vice. You'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And their marginal oracle, don't be too proud to ask for directions. If you drew the Tower card, another card that you're seldom happy to see, the house of God, a tower high by God's own hand, is blasted. But the world would stop. All life would die if forever had it lasted. Destruction is the catalyst. The tower's decree is clear. By war and danger, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. The marginal oracle. Don't wait for permission. You can apologize later. The star. Every man and every woman is a star, most glorious and resplendent. Would each of us know who we are, self-radiant and independent. Hope is the catalyst. The star's decree is clear. By your inner light, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And in the margin, one phone call can fix this. And for the oracle of the equinox, you drew the moon. She's constantly in constancy. Her glamour ever changing, the moon's allure is never sure, eternal waxing and waning. Illusion is the catalyst. The moon's decree is clear. By seeing through it, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And the marginal note is a piece of advice. Sometimes it's okay to be selfish. And if you drew the sun card, Lord of all terrestrial life, your rays we daily cherish. Source of liberty, source of light, without whom all would perish. Self-image is the catalyst. Sun's decree is clear. By shamelessness, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And in the margin, watch your step. They're watching. And if you drew the Judgment card or the Aeon card, oh, this is a good one. Apocalypse comes regularly. We may as well learn to face it. The world breaks down periodically. It's just easier to replace it. Resolution is the catalyst. Judgment's decree is clear. Make a decision, and you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And the marginal piece of advice is, I don't know, consult the Yi Ching of Milo. I have to give myself a plug there, I guess. And if you drew the universe or the world card, amid the stars a dancer whirls to the music of creation. Each turn transforms a world fulfilled into a world of expectation. Patience is the catalyst. The world's decree is clear. With year and time, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. The marginal note is professional help is needed. Now, okay, I threw in another card, a blank card that says draw your own face. And I'm sure you didn't pick that one, but and it's Trump 22, the screw up. The screw-up stands where he shouldn't stand, says things he shouldn't say, lets opportunities slip through his hands, and screws up every day. Incompetence is the catalyst. The screw-up's decree is clear. By blundering, you will be transformed to greet the coming year. And this one says, I don't know, play this solitaire oracle. Okay, that's an oracle where you play solitaire, and the cards that are left at the top you read as tarot cards. Okay, here's the 4 aces. If you drew the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the soul's true will, the purpose for your existence. Discover your will, and you shall kill the source of all resistance. Your true will is the catalyst. The Ace of Wands decree is clear. By self-control, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And the marginal oracle is, you lucky devil. If you drew the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups is love for sure, perhaps a wound from Cupid, or platonic love that's far more pure, but you'll act just as stupid. Love is the catalyst. The Ace of Cups decree is clear. With loving heart, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And, oh, this goes good with this. The marginal oracle says, who cares what they think? If you drew the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords is power invoked, authority and discrimination, a deadly tool when you're provoked, dread source of consternation. Contention is the catalyst. The Ace of Swords decree is clear. Through altercation, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. Wow. The marginal oracle, answering a question. That's not your real question. And finally, if you drew the Ace of Discs, the Ace of Discs, the physical plane, it's what you think is real. It's like real rocks. It's like real pain. What you see, hear, taste, and feel. Property is the catalyst. The Ace of Discs decree is clear. By money, you'll be transformed to greet the coming year. And the final marginal oracle, what do you really want to know? Okay, that's our fun little trip through the New Year's Eve oracle. In our case, it's our next 6 months Equinox oracle from the Book of Ordinary Oracles. It's really coming down now. The rain is really coming down. We'll probably be faced with a flooded backyard by the time we get home. This is, I think, the 12th or 13th straight what they called an atmospheric river. I don't believe in recorded weather history this part of the country has experienced anything like this. But anyway, until tomorrow, continue to be good to yourself, be good to each other. Happy Equinox. Happy beginning of the high holy days of Thelema. We'll talk more about the reception of the Book of the Law and some surprising things that Crowley actually wrote concerning the nature of the Book of the Law, what it is and what it isn't. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, or at least incredibly interested in some of the things Crowley said about the book of the law compared to what you may hear others tell you about the book of the law. But anyway, that's coming up in the days to follow. Until tomorrow, hopefully, continue to be good to yourself, be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will.